creator of Discovering STEAM Careers. The Discovering STEAM Careers program introduces kids to STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math careers like architects, marine biologists, and urban planners. All activities are hands-on and experiential, so kids actually get to clean up oil spills like a marine biologist and design eco-friendly buildings like an architect. Our goal is for all kids to think like STEAM professionals and believe that they can be architects, marine biologists, engineers, and artists someday. All of Rozzi's programs follow our three main philosophies of teaching. The first is focusing on 21st century learning. Kids as young as 2 can be introduced to topics like STEAM, entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and health and nutrition. This particular program focuses on STEAM careers, so it gets kids interested in these careers so they can follow them later in life. Our second tenet is starting with the youngest learners. We believe that preschoolers should be introduced to these topics so that they'll feel comfortable and confident pursuing them later on. And third, all of our programs are low-tech, high-impact. This means you do not need to purchase expensive kits or technology to introduce kids to 21st century topics.
Hi everyone, so for this portion of the training, we're going to be going over how to access and navigate Rozzi's web portal. So all you have to do is bring up a browser and type in www.rozzilearning-portal.com. And this should take you right to the home page of our teacher portal. You can either enroll if you haven't done so already, or type in your login information. And once you click login, you'll be brought to all of the programs you currently have access to. So right now you're seeing all of our STEM career program, and you can click on any one of these to access the full list of lesson guides and the rest of the materials. Some programs, if you have multiple programs, it might be in a bundle, so you can click Included Programs here on the left-hand side and see the other programs you have access to in this bundle. Up here in the left-hand corner, you can hit back, and you can go back to My Programs or see all programs that are available for you. You can also click up here in the right-hand corner and change and edit your profile settings. If you want to change your password, you can do so here, as well as add a profile image if needed. If you have any questions accessing your portal, please contact Allison at allison@rozzilearningcompany.com. Now we're going to talk about the different program components. Our goal is to provide you with easy-to-use resources such as the lesson guides, activity books, visual aids and videos, and journals. So first, what you'll notice is that all of our STEAM programs have 8 lessons focused on careers. Right now we're looking at the preschool kindergarten version, which goes through marine biologist, architect, plant scientist, etc. Each career has 3 lessons each. So for architect, you'll see lesson 1, 2, and 3, followed by the journal pages and pictures associated with these lessons. So if we click on a lesson, we can see that at the bottom down here, you can download a PDF version or look it right on your computer, tablet, or phone. You'll see that every lesson starts with an introduction to the career, so you can go over with the kids what exactly is this career. It tells you the STEAM skills associated with this lesson, and then it goes into the different activities. Most lessons have between 1 to 3 different activities. you'll notice that there's icons next to each activity. This is to alert you to what type of activity it is. For a globe, it's a global contribution activity where the students will be learning how STEAM innovations can help people and educate others around the world. If you see a house, it means that it's a prototype or building activity. And then there are two other types of activities. The first would be problem solving, which is denoted by a light bulb, and then an experiment, which you'll see beakers. The next part of a lesson that's important to know is at the bottom is the material list. These give you the materials that we provide you online and materials that we don't provide you with, such as the natural materials, a magnifying glass, building, and recycled materials. You can also find at the beginning of every program a full supplies list. So if we click here on the side, we'll see the full supplies list for every single lesson. So this goes over the general supplies that we suggest for all activities and then specific supplies for the different lessons. Now if we take a look at what a discovery journal looks like. So if we click here on our marine biologist, we see that there are 3 journal pages. These journal pages can be printed out for every child, and at the beginning of every program, you will also see a complete discovery journal. So you can print this out for every child, and it comes with a front cover. Kids love getting a bound book, and this is also something great that you can show parents as well to show them what the kids are doing. And here's the table of contents to go through everything, and then you can get right down to your pages. Another feature is our discovery pictures. So if we click on Marine Biologist Pictures, these are pictures that you can download and print and put in centers or up around the room as you're accomplishing these different activities. You will also see that some lessons and careers have links. So here is a discovery link to look at conserving turtles, and then there are some links where it's just embedded into our portal, such as this one where you can look at a vegetable robot video. For the preschool program, we also have activity books for the kids. So if we go down to our wildlife specialist, you'll find a nonfiction book. We like to say that these are great introductions to the program, so you can print these off for every child or do as a read aloud. And taking a look at this book as it downloads. So this book is about animal habitats around the world. And so as you look, you will see that every nonfiction book has vocabulary words at the back, discovery questions to ask throughout the book, and movement activities. So if we go to a couple of these pages, at the bottom, you will see here is a page that has a discovery question. What other types of animals have a lot of fur? And then if we go to the next one, here's a movement activity where the kids can huddle like a penguin. The only difference if you're working with our older kids is if we go to our 4th, 5th grade lessons, you'll see that they have handouts and more teacher instruction as the activities are a little bit more sophisticated. So if you take a look at this city planning, you'll see that here is a handout that can be given to every child so that they have a little more direction on the activity and it takes them through the different steps. So if we look here on the left, you'll see that these lessons have many more handouts and even teacher instructions as we go through. For instance, here is a forensic scientist answer key for the teacher. If you have any questions about any of the components of our program, please do not hesitate to reach out to Allison at allison@razilearningcompany.com.
We want all instructors and kids to have a successful experience with discovering STEAM careers. So we've come up with our 5 main tips to maximize success in the program. The first is be a facilitator. Step back and let the kids figure out and solve problems. Sometimes some of these problems do not even have a solution. So let the kids come up with their own ideas and solutions and facilitate their ability to come up with answers. Our second tip is encourage collaboration. All of our projects revolve around small groups of at least 3 to 5 kids. This encourages kids to practice communication skills and helps them come up with new and innovative ideas. Our third tip is let kids fail. As I mentioned, some of these activities do not have a correct way to do it, and if something doesn't work well, do not just let the kid give up or have a meltdown. What we like to say is engineers or scientists have to do things over and over again. So let's try a new method. Always encourage kids to keep trying and persevere through difficult challenges. Our fourth tip is ask questions. And when we say ask questions, we mean open-ended questions. Instead of asking a question that has one right answer or is a right or wrong, give open-ended questions that kids can think about and expand upon. Never put kids inside of a box with their ideas. It's amazing what they can come up with. And our fifth and final tip is go outside. If you can, it's great to take the kids outdoors and do many of our activities. When the kids are outside, they're much more likely to explore, and it encourages them to use unconventional materials to build projects and come up with ideas. So use some of these tips to help maximize your success in the program, and visit our professional development series for more in-depth knowledge into topics like child-driven learning and growth mindset. What's great about our Discovering STEAM Careers program is it can be used in many types of settings. We have schools and organizations using it in school, after school, and as camps. For in school, many of the schools we work with have the program used as an enrichment class or an elective. You can also infuse it into various other topics and subjects, or even use some of the activities as a brain break. For organizations and even camps who want to use it as an after-school model or a standalone, what we suggest is having the program be shortened into 8-week segments and rotating the kids through it. That way they can be exposed to our program and other programs you may have. But we encourage all of our customers to come up with various ways to use the program. And please share that with us through our website or through our social media so other people can see how you use Discovering STEAM Careers. We are so excited for you to get started with Discovering STEAM Careers and join our community of innovative educators around the world using our programs. And be on the lookout for our newest products, which are our activity books. This one, Whitney the Wildlife Specialist, takes kids on a journey through Canada and the Rocky Mountains.